This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Chris Too Slick Kongo. Looking in some tremendous shape, Chris. How you doing?
Thank you, man. I feel good, look good, feel good, man. So I'm blessed.
Now, I've just got off a Zoom call with Luther Clay, and I'll say the same thing to you as I said to him, that this fight feels like it's come around very, very quickly, even though it seems like months and months and months ago that we were first talking about it. Just give us a little bit of an insight into what it's been like for you having to wait for this opportunity.
For me, it's been a long time, just because it's been 16 months. But apart from that, I've been training throughout lockdown, so I've been all good, man. I've been training. I've even had to sometimes take a couple days off just because we was well ahead of schedule. So for him, he's had to play the catch-up game. So I know he's catching up. And for me, we've just had to maintain all through, and we have been.
Let's just talk about that, because the last time we spoke and the last time I'd spoken to Luther Clay before today, it was kind of in this middle period of where we weren't sure where the fight was going to go, when it was going to happen. What was that like for you? Obviously, as you say, you remained in the gym throughout lockdown.
For me, it was all right, man. I could find wherever to train, whether it's in a park, I was doing my runs, anywhere, whether it's in Jimski's back garden. I was all right, man. I always listen. Like I say, if you look hard enough, you can find someone. So I wasn't into any excuses.
This is me and you. I mean, I've known you for some time now, and this is, I would probably say, I mean, while you have boxed on TV before and you've boxed on shows before, this is your big chance. This is your big moment now. Give people a little bit of an insight into just what it's taken for you to get here, all of the setbacks and the frustrations that you've had to encounter in your career.
It's been a long time, and thinking about it, it's been draining. It's been 16 months since I've been out, so it's gonna take some doing to put on a good performance. But out of the 16 months, the main thing that I've been doing is just staying in shape, man, just in case. Going to people's other camps for sparring loads, and just making sure that if I did get the call, I'll be ready to do the rounds, man. So yeah, for me, it's just I believe sparring for me is a big thing. I believe running for me. Running's like a hobby now. So even if I ain't fighting, I'm always running. I like to do the long 10 miles run, sometimes half marathon. So I'm all good, man. I'm always in decent shape. So, but going back to the question, it has been a long time. I've been waiting for a while, but now this is the time. This is the time people are going to see.
How much more have you watched Luther Clay since the fight's been delayed?
Not much, man. Not much. The main thing is what I've been doing is recording my own sparring and watching myself, seeing what I need to do. So it's not about Luther Clay. For me, I know in terms of sparring, we've been getting better sparring. I don't know what kind of sparring he's been getting, but he's in a gym where he's got world-class fighters. But it's different having a world-class fighter and having a guy that's 6'2" and knows how to box and knows how to fight. So for me, I've just been focused on myself.
It's one of the points that I brought up to him, the fact that you are, I mean, you're a giant at the weight, you're tall, you're long, difficult to find sparring partners.
You know what, even the start of this camp, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to make the weight. I didn't think I was going to make the weight. I was looking at myself, I was thinking, you know what, let's just go for it, innit? But then, as camp started going on, I started thinking, hold on a second, this is easy, man. This is easy. And then I was thinking, I had a meeting one time with a good manager and his coach, and they was talking about me going down to super lightweight. And then when I actually made 147 a couple of weeks back, I was like, wow, this is easy. I haven't had to cut no food. I haven't had to cut on because everybody knows me. I'm always hydrated. I drink loads of water. I haven't had to cut on any water. So I'm thinking, boy, what can I go down to light water? I'll be a beast. But nah, I think 147 right now is the perfect place for me.
One fight at a time, Chris.
One fight at a time, of course.
Where I was going with that is obviously you're a nightmare to find a sparring partner to replicate your style at the weight.
Yeah.
How easy or how difficult is it, do you feel, to prepare for somebody like Luther Clay?
It's easy. Yeah. To be honest, if you look at him, he's an aggressive fighter. So all we have to do is get good aggressive fighters. People I've sparred with a lot of people in this camp that's got a high work rate, and yeah, it's been great. So it's been kind of easy getting the sparring. For me as well, I've been able to get a number of sparring partners. So we might have 3-4 people in the gym, and we'll make them do just 2 rounds each. So the next 2 rounds, they're fresh. So we'll be all right, man. We'll be doing like 15 rounds sparring, man. You know, so we're good. Even the last week, the last sparring, we got to 10 and we thought. Jim said, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, man." And then he asked anyone if anybody wanted to do an extra 2. We just do 12. We just keep it going. So we're nice, man. We got no problems. And you know, working with Jim, what it's like anyway. So we bring in these guys. They come with a high work rate, but I'm capable. I'm able to handle it with ease.
You mentioned Jim McDonald, obviously famed for his fitness drills and his strength and conditioning regimes that he puts his fighters through.
Sometimes even thinking about it is crazy. You know,
I was going to say, we've had plenty of fighters who have come up and said, you know, training's not been ideal and I've had to crash some weight. Not really much chance of that happening with Jimmy Mack around.
Yeah, nah. With Jim, he's on it. He's on it. Like he says, he's on it like a car bonnet. So, yeah, man, we ain't had to crash no weight. To be honest, like I said, we've had to take some time off. The other day in the gym, Jim was looking at me. He's like, "Yeah, all right, cool." He said, "All right, yeah, go home." So I went home, and he's texted me. He's gone, "Yeah, have 4 days off." I've gone 4. I said, "Let's have 2." He's like, "No, have 4." So, and the 4 was useful, man. So we've been all good, man.
Now, we've just seen on social media, Dilian White, obviously your manager, as well as the headline event, has arrived into Fight Camp. Have you seen him yet?
No, I can't see him, man. I'm in lockdown right now. I just had my test. You know what I mean? He's gonna come back negative, and then when that comes back, I can go down and see him. I have to have my mask on. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see him soon.
Now, I don't want to tempt fate, but you've had such bad luck throughout your career that I'm genuinely going to be praying for you that your COVID test comes back negative.
Never bad luck. Never bad luck. Timing, all timing. My diet's been good anyway, so I'm definitely my test has come back negative, 100%. I make sure I eat good, and that's what's got me down to the weight as well. My diet, just what I eat, what I drink, of course, and it's been great, man.
Final one on Dilian, obviously headlining the bill against Alexander Povetkin, interim title, diamond title. I'm sure you're going to be backing your man, but what are you expecting from him on Saturday night?
I'm expecting for him to come out and use his jab, control Povetkin, go downstairs and upstairs with a jab, sink them into the body, and probably a late knockout in about six to 8 rounds, within 6 to 8, I believe.
Okay, and you know what's coming next. I'm going to ask for, of course, your prediction for your fight against Luther Clay. Luther Clay versus Chris Kongo. In my opinion, the most well-matched fight out of anything we've seen post-lockdown. Just my opinion. How's the fight going to
go? We all know he's going to come and try to walk me down and all that, but I'm going to be there in the centre with him. I'm going within 6 to 8. It can't last, you know. It can't last.
Okay, well, Chris Kongo, always a pleasure catching up with you. Thanks very much for giving me your time today while you're locked in there in quarantine and what have you. I will be keeping you in my thoughts and hoping that test comes back negative.
Yes, it will.
And I will speak to you soon.
All right. Cheers,
okay.
bro.
Chris, thanks very much for your time.